Good morning, my dears. Today we are going to be discuss about geography second lesson, inside our earth. So first lesson what you studied in geography means environment. So the second lesson is inside our earth. In this lesson two topic we are going to be discuss. One is about structure of earth. Second is rocks and minerals. Okay. So this session we are going to be discuss about layer of our earth. Okay, in previous class also you studied about layer of earth, you know very well. Okay, before we entering the topic, I think so you all are like to eat egg, right? One or two alone, not maybe you are vegetarian or you are belongs to some other reason you are not ready to eat it. But most of people they eagerly eat egg. Okay, so just imagine you just take a boiled egg. Okay, just you are going to remove the shells. Okay, whether the shell is the size of shell is thin or thick. Yeah, of course, the shell of egg is thin. Okay, so after the shell, what we can found in that egg means the white layer. Okay, so the white part. After that, the third one is yellow part. Okay, like that alone, in our earth also, three different layers. Okay, so in our earth also, three different layers. So what are the three different layers means? We can divide our earth like this. So the first area, okay, this is I said before, no, the shell of egg. Like that, in our earth, the topmost layer is called as crust. Okay, the topmost layer of earth is called as crust. Okay, so we have second and third layer. Okay, so second layer. So this layer is called as mantle. This layer is called as mantle. And third is called as core. Okay, so we have three different layers in our earth. Okay, the layer of earth we can classify into three categories. One is crust. Second is mantle, third is core. Okay, so like I said, no egg. So the shell of the egg like our crust. Okay, and then the white part of egg like our mantle, and yellow part is our core. Okay, best understanding we can take it. Okay, so crust. Crust is the topmost layer of the earth. Okay, so crust is the topmost layer of our earth. Okay, topmost layer, our first layer, okay, of our earth is a thin layer. Okay, crust is a very thin layer. So what is the another name of crust? Already in lower section you may read. Yes, the another name of crust is lithosphere. Okay, another name of crust is lithosphere. So this is the topmost layer. It is the first layer of the earth. It is very thin layer, and it is also called as lithosphere or land. Okay, so in this crust part alone, okay, so in this crust part alone, we people or human beings or animals, plants, everything present in crust area. Okay, in previous lesson, environment lesson, you studied about biosphere, no? Environment. So in the environment lesson, you studied about biosphere, no? The land and water and air, all three, land, water, air, the consistency of a land, water, air only called as biosphere. Like that you studied, no? So this biosphere is present in crust region only. Clear? So crust, the topmost, first, thinnest layer, it is also called as lithosphere or land. Okay, so in crust, we can divide crust into two different parts. What are the two different parts? Let me discuss. We can divide crust into two different parts. One is continental crust, another is oceanic crust. Okay, so continental crust and oceanic crust. So what is the depth? What is the depth of the crust means 40 kilometers. So this is which one is called the depth means the this part. Okay, so the region before reaching the mantle, so from the top of the crust to top of the mantle, the area between these two only called as depth of crust we say. So what is the depth of the crust is 40 km according to our book. Suppose you refer some other book or some atlas or some internet means they suppose mention 50 or 60. Okay, so what they said in our book, that alone we are discussed. So according to our book, according to NCERT, we say the crust, the depth of the crust is 40 km. Okay, let's come to continental crust. Okay, so continental crust, the depth of continental crust is 35 km. In this continental crust alone, we have mountains, landmasses and buildings, everything present. Okay, so the agriculture land or non-agriculture land, the buildings, the roads, airports, everything present in continental crust region alone. Okay, so depth of the continental crust is 35 km. Okay, so what are the minerals are present maximum level? What are the minerals are present in continental crust means silica and alumina. Okay, silica and alumina. So that's why the continental crust is called as Cr. Okay, we are taking two words, two letters from each mineral, SiAl, Cr. So the continental crust, in continental crust, which minerals are present more or maximum in silica and alumina. That's why the continental crust is called as Cr. Okay, so which crust is called as Cr means continental crust. You supposed to keep it in your mind always. Okay, so don't forget. Next we are moving to oceanic crust. So what is the depth of the oceanic crust means 5 km. Okay, so oceanic crust means where we have oceans and seas, that alone comes under the oceanic crust. So the depth of oceanic crust is 5 km. Okay, so which minerals are present more in oceanic crust means silica and magnesium. Okay, silica and magnesium. That's why this layer, this crust is called as sima. Okay, so this also they are taking first two letters and second two letters. That's why this oceanic crust also called as sima. Okay, so Cr means continental crust. Why continental gets the name Cr means the minerals silica and alumina is present more in continental crust. The same like in oceanic crust also called as sima. Why it is called as sima means the minerals of silica and magnesium presents more in this area. Okay, so suppose we try to dig the earth. Okay, how much kilometer we can dig means maximum up to date in South Africa, one of the mine they dig only 6 to 7 kilometer only. Okay, so even this 6 to 7 kilometer also very difficult to dig. Whenever suppose in your family members or your family friends or any elders in your home, just ask. Suppose we are going to any cave, we feel somewhat very harsh climate in that cave. Why? Because whenever we are going down to the earth, there is no oxygen present in that place. That's why what will happen is very difficult to breathe. Okay, here I said 40 kilometer, the 35 kilometer of continental crust. I said no. In this 35 kilometer, only up to present, the people try to dig 6 kilometer alone. Okay, even that 6 kilometer also very difficult. Why I said means to going inside the earth is very difficult. It's not possible at present. Maybe in future generation they may discover latest equipment or new technology. They may go inside the earth. Okay, so this you have to keep it in mind. The crust and continental crust and oceanic crust. Let's see, are moving to mantle. Yeah, next mantle. Mantle is the second layer of earth structure. Okay, so beneath of crust and top of the core, the mantle is present. Okay, this is the mantle area. We can divide mantle also into two types. One is upper mantle, second is lower mantle. So which is present near with crust, okay, very close to crust. That part, that particular part is called as upper mantle. Okay, so which layer is very close to core, it is called as lower mantle. Okay, so what is the depth of mantle? 2900 kilometer. Okay, what is the depth of the crust? 2900 kilometer. And what is the temperature of crust? Already I said the time of crust we discussed now. Suppose we are going to dig the earth, the temperature will high, like that I said no. So the upper mantle's temperature here minimum 200 degrees Celsius. Okay, minimum the temperature of upper mantle. Okay, which is very close to crust. That part face minimum 200 degrees Celsius of heat. Okay, the lower mantle is face 7000 degrees Celsius of heat. Just imagine, nowadays every day we have the weather condition is 31 degrees Celsius or 32 degree or 33 degrees Celsius, like that every day we supposed to hear the news. This heat we are not able to bear. Okay, suppose 200 degrees Celsius heat means it's unbearable heat. Okay, that's why I said suppose we try to go inside the earth, it's very difficult. It's not possible to go inside to earth. Okay, so in upper mantle and lower mantle. So what present in both upper mantle and lower mantle means, in upper mantle solid magma present in upper mantle. Solid magma. What do you mean by magma? Whether are you hear the word magma? Yeah, when you study lower class, the time of about volcano you may study. Okay, so suppose this is the mountain. You just imagine this is the mountain. This is a crust mountain, where mountain is present in crust area, right? Mountains are present in crust area. Just imagine this is a volcanic mountain. Okay, so this is crust. Okay, this part is crust. The next part is mantle, and third part is core. Okay, so in the mantle area. Okay, so above the crust alone we have the mountain. So in mantle we have, I said no, we divide mantle into two type, upper mantle, lower mantle. In lower mantle side we have solid magma, solid fire like things alone called as magma. So solid magma is present here. Okay, so when the time of earthquake or volcano eruption time, this magma will come out through this light. Okay, so it makes for next lesson you will study about how earthquake will happen, what is tectonic movement, everything we will study the third lesson of geography. Okay, so the time of volcano eruption, the magma will come out from this like holes. Okay, when the magma come out of the earth surface, that magma will called as lava. Okay, so the magma is present in solid magma, liquid type of magma present in the part of upper mantle. Okay, so solid magma is present in lower mantle. Okay, so don't forget liquid form of semi-liquid form of magma is present in semi-liquid form of magma is present in upper mantle, and solid magma, okay, is present in lower mantle. Okay, so the time of earthquake, this magma plays important role. See how we have some minerals present in crust and mantle, ozonic crust and continental crust we discussed now. Like that in mantle also silica, aluminium and nickel. Okay, nickel means iron. These three minerals presents more. When the time of volcano eruption, the magma come out, the lava spread the places. Now that place were very good for agriculture activity. Okay, that too you will discuss upcoming lessons. Why I said means this minerals will help for agriculture activity, some mining activities, for taking gold and diamond, everything because of this magma and lava alone. Okay, so mantle, the depth of mantle 2900 kilometer. So we can divide mantle into two types. One is upper mantle, another is lower mantle. So temperature of upper mantle is 200 degrees Celsius. The heat of lower mantle is 7000 degree Celsius. Okay, so we keep it in mind. Next we are going to core. Crust is the last layer of earth. Okay, just imagine this is the crust. Okay, so we can divide crust into two parts. Okay, one is outer core. Okay, outer core. This is the outer core, and second is inner core. Okay, why I say it means which core is near to mantle, that is called as outer core. Suppose we divide the earth means that core portion of the yolk. No, suppose we divide, means the top, inside the core we have somewhat liquid consistency after boiling also. Okay, like that in outer core we have somewhat solid minerals. Okay, so what are the minerals before we are going to outer core and inner core? The common both core we have nickel and ferrous. Okay, nickel and ferrous is present lot in this core. Okay, what do you mean by ferrous? Means iron only called as ferrous. Okay, so nickel and ferrous are present more and core. Okay, these two also minerals alone. Okay, already we said no, silica, magnesium, aluminium, like that. Nickel and ferrous also minerals. Okay, so in core nickel and ferrous is the present land. That's why they are taking two letters. Okay, from each word. The core is called as knife. N-I-F-E. Why it is called as a knife means the first two letter of nickel and first two words of ferrous they are taking and they gave the name knife. Okay, so which layer also called as knife means you should know core. Okay, so what is the depth of the core? 3500 kilometer. And the outer core, in outer core the minerals are in solid form. Okay, in outer core the minerals nickel and ferrous are present in somewhat solid form. Okay, not liquid, but in inner core these things are in liquid forms, very high temperature. Okay, already I said the time of mantle, which layer is very close to core, it faces almost 6 to 7000 degrees Celsius. No, so the both core have very heat compared to inner core. The outer core is have 2500 degree Celsius of heat, but in inner core it has minimum 6000 to 7000 degree Celsius of heat. Okay, so very hottest layer of our earth. Okay, so it is why in the inner part the core area very hot means last year the time of studying first lesson solar system you studied in your 6th standard. That time you know very well how the planets were formed. We will discuss. Okay, one particular time, just I recall you the particular time the sun is very close to star to us. The sun was burst one time. That time the bursting material after bursting of sun, from that sun some particles is present in our atmosphere. The particles are rotate for long period, then the particles merge together, like that only planets are formed. Okay, so still after long period of time only the particles getting cooled down. Okay, you know very well how the sun is very heat. Okay, still the inner part of core is not settled down. Best example we are taking any coal. Okay, coal you know very well know. For it is using many industries for heating any object. Okay, so in that suppose we are heat that coal, that fire will not rest, will not keep calm immediately. It takes time. Okay, whenever we pour water After pouring water also, the inside of the core we have some of heat. Like that, the core area still is a very high temperature area. Okay, so it's very difficult to reach core. Okay, so core also called as knife. Why? Because means the presence of nickel and ferrous. Okay, ferrous. What do you mean by ferrous? Means iron. Iron only called as ferrous. Okay, so the depth of core is 3500 kilometer. Clear? So up to now what we discuss means structure of earth or layer of earth. Okay, layer of earth. So we have three layers. One is crust, second is mantle, third is core. Okay, so three layers we have in our earth. So crust, okay, you can divide crust into two layers. One is oceanic layer, continental crust and oceanic crust. Okay, and mantle, upper mantle and lower mantle. Same like core, outer core and inner core. Okay, so these things we discuss. And what are the minerals present in continental crust means silica plus. What are the minerals present in continental crust? Silica plus alumina. So that's why the continental crust is called as Sial. So oceanic crust, what minerals is present? Silica plus magnesium. That's why oceanic crust is called as Sima. So what is the depth of the crust we discussed? Yes, 40 kilometer. Out of this 40 kilometer, 35 kilometer is continental crust and 5 kilometer is oceanic crust. Clear? Same like mantle. Mantle, what is the depth of mantle? 2900 kilometer. Okay, 2900 kilometer. So what are the minerals present in mantle? Both mantle, upper mantle and lower mantle. Yeah, same like silica, alumina and magnesium. Okay, silica, alumina, magnesiums are present, and some places in lower mantle we have ferrous also. Okay, so silica, alumina, magnesium, ferrous present in mantle. The temperature of mantle also we discuss. Okay, somewhat very high temperature of upper mantle and lower mantle. Then core, what is the depth of core? Is 3500 kilometers. So what is the depth of the core? Is 3500 kilometers. So what mineral present in core maximum means nickel and ferrous we discuss. Okay, nickel and ferrous. So that's why this core is called as knife. Okay, so what is another name of core? This knife. Why? Because the mineral of nickel and ferrous is present more and this core. Okay, so both the inner core and outer core are very hot, very hottest place. Minimum 6000 to 7000 degree Celsius of heat present in this core. Okay, so it's very important topic. You should know the diagram and you should know all the details what given in our book. Extra detail I will give the time of recalling the same lesson. Okay, thank you.